Hey, namaste and welcome. I'm JC Yogi and welcome to the Shala. And I've been putting so many videos online lately, but here's one of the videos I just really want to share with you. It's just we're coming into the winter solstice. I'm just actually preparing myself for an online class. Really, this is the time where we feel like we want to take it easy, maybe like do some stretches and so like that. So this is about like 10 minutes, quick kind of few stretches, being seated in a way, using the bolsters, a blanket, any props you have. Basically, you don't need many props for this one. First, I'm seated, upright position, the hand rested down. Just will take about like even a minute, that connection to the breath. So when you are here, take a deep inhale and deep exhale through the nose. Keep the lip lightly touching so the jaw muscles relax. And you can see I'm wearing my kind of like my hoodie, jacket, sweatshirt, just to keep me warm. Like I say, like a baggy trousers, and any comfortable clothing will help. And again, inhale through the nose. And exhale out all the way through the nose. And a few more rounds like this, just to come to this space. And nice and slowly, if your eyes are closed, open your eyes. We're gonna take the seat and we're gonna move the bolsters that I'm seeing in front of me, like on my side. And it's called a deer pose. So your right foot at 45-degree angle, so like a pigeon pose. Your left foot, we call the kind of a frog pose or half frog pose. Allow the inner rotation of your thigh. I'm taking the bolsters in front of my right foot and I'm very softly unfolding towards that bolsters. So really this is about the hip opening, taking deep breath in and out. So we're holding a pose for about like a 30 seconds to a minute each side, of course. So what the bolsters is doing, helping me to lift myself off the ground, so I don't want to round myself and my back and my shoulders, just to get that connection into the earth beneath me. As I say, especially on this shortest day of the year. So this is where we feel, want to ground, we want to go deep into the darkness. Of course, because we feel like the longest day on us. But the good thing is we welcome the light. Good, another like few breath in here, few breath out. Good, just nice and slow. I'm gonna go into my side. So I'm gonna take the bolsters on my right hip, very close, on my right side of my body. Start to lean. It's gonna stretch the left side of my body. As I lean to the bolsters, my right hand relax. And then gently, I'm gonna walk the left arm all along the side body. And sometimes your hand come together, sometimes you can catch your left wrist. I'm pushing my right foot lightly into my left quads. So take a deep breath in here. This is equivalent to your half moon pose, lying down on your right side to help that body to stretch to deepen in here. Just deep breath, nice, slowly. So to come out, I'm going to lean to the open space to push myself slightly and gently. The last bit in this pose, I'm going to take the bolsters behind me. I'm going to start to lean back. This is really tight for me. My hip flexor, my hip and psoas part of the area that it draw inward. So sometimes I feel my ribs want to stick out. I allow myself to soften towards the bolsters. To stretch that left quads, because the natural reaction of the body, this hip's turning inward, this hip's turning outward. So external, internal. And of course, the less resistance, you start to drop more and more back into the bolsters. That's gonna deepen the stretch on your left quads. It's getting so dark in here, it's not even 3:30. And I think sunset meant to be at this time of year, and the solstice, when the solstice about 3:55. So slowly we start to really go into this darkness where we feel we want to hibernate. It's quite a natural reaction. Okay, then very slowly I'm gonna come back up. I'm gonna take an Upavishta Konasana, or wide-legged seated forward fold. I'm gonna grab the bolsters in front of me one more time. I'm gonna use my elbows to rest slightly on the bolsters, and the upper body start to fold slowly towards that bolster. Activate your feet only in this pose, just to really feel the energy shift in different direction. Again, another maybe 10 to 20 seconds here, not long. It's a good stretch for the inner thigh adductors after being into the deer pose. And even though we did the 3 different things in the deer pose, we're still in that pose, in that form. So really deep one, because we're holding it for about 1.5 to 2 minutes, roughly. Which can be a long time. Good, and slowly we're gonna come back up, and we're gonna switch. We're gonna keep the bolsters. So now you have my left foot coming at 45-degree angle as I lean to the left. My right foot goes into the frog foam, or half of frog foam. And then I lean towards the bolsters, nice and slowly. Remember, you won't be center. You will be a little bit off center, which is quite natural. Because this is where we're putting pressure on that left hip glutes to move my body to the center. That means my left side will feel the stretch here. And again, please honor, like, this is a bit tricky it's weird for my right knee on the inside, and sometimes it can be. So take it easy. My mat is thick. Normally I would put a blanket in there, or any padding for the inside of the knee, because this is a really delicate part of the knee when we go in this direction. If you're letting yourself to drop so much to the left in this way, you're gonna feel not much in your body happening. So every now and then I just move a little bit more over towards the right. Then I can feel all the stretch coming from my left side of my body into my hip flexor, into my glute, into my right side. There's a little practice for you preparing as well. I'm preparing my body to come to the winter solstice practice. These are available, of course. If you want to watch them, please shout out, give me a message, drop me a mail, or any nudge, basically say I'd like to watch this full hour and a quarter class. Sometimes to post it in this platform, it's really long and it takes time to upload. So now I'm doing shorter and shorter practice like this. So 2, 3, 4 maybe poses, and I'll do some flow, of course, depends on the day, depends on the time. I'm gonna move now to my side, so I'm taking the bolsters very close to my left hip, and then as I lean over, I'm gonna keep that side open, and I gently lean over, lean over, lean over. That right side stretch, core a little engaged from here, and then the right arm extend all the way over. And sometimes I like to catch my right wrist, or sometimes I interlace the finger loosely to get that right side of my body to stretch. And again, you notice the very deep restorative pose. Restorative allow us to go in as we turn inward. We totally surrender, totally goes into that darkness to welcome the light as the winter solstice does for us. Embrace that dark to welcome the light. For us here, it starts to rain now. It's gonna add a bit more to the sunset. Deep breath out. Now we're fine a bit from here. I'm gonna lean over to the space and come back up. So this is where I feel my right knee a little bit because I'm leaning back. The moment I lean back, my side want to open up and roll slowly, slowly, especially that inside of my right knee. Oh, this is really tight. Resistance comes from here. I want to push out. I'm gonna soften myself and allow that softness to take me rather than the resistance. Excuse me. Good, nice work. Yes, I love that. This is really becomes one of my favorite poses to do because it allows everything to relax, allow everything to let go. And I really witness that in my body. I love it when it's dark and quiet here. The sound of the rain is amazing because that sound, it takes us back into the self, into a cave. And often we are afraid of that. Often we are resisting that indirectly. And there's like a little say from John O'Donoghue. He said, the cave you fear to enter, hold the treasure you seek. And sometimes we have to really kind of like get that courage to enter that cave, not knowing what's going to expect, but this is because there's like maybe potentially there's the, you know, the treasure that we're seeking. And the treasure could be your wealth and health and well-being. It doesn't mean the material treasure. Come up nice and slowly. And all we're gonna do now, finish off here. I'm gonna just give my leg a little shake. And thank you so much for taking the time to watch that little yoga videos. It's a very simple one. We did like 4 poses in a matter of like 8, maybe 10 minutes or so. And that's quite deep in here. Take your time to kind of like find your way, hit your mat, to relax a bit, some meditation practice. I will start to record some bits of this as well. And please, if you have any requests, just all you do, like drop me a message, comment on the videos, and I'm happy to share other bits and pieces with you as well, of course. Namaste and peace. Happy winter solstice.